Hi guys, it's Rachel here and it's late in the afternoon on Tuesday and I wanted to update you with Lulu's quilt. So I have finished Kantha, K-A-N-T-H-A. A lot of people misunderstood what I was saying with that. Kantha stitching. So it's just rows and rows of runny stitch, and I showed you in a previous video my pouches. They like it comes from old Indian quilts. So I finished stitching it all. As you know, I left overhang here because that way I can overlap the background and then overlap it onto the new piece of fabric. So I'll show you what I did with the length. Now I did consider working in blocks. I'm now thinking I'm going to be working in strips, so I've added another piece, and actually I could have just left all the strips going, but this is my next round of stitching that I need to do, and I'll show you where I join that in a second. So I put lots of my bits and pieces of my digitals, which I really love, and antique pieces of I was going to say furniture, antique pieces of fabric, and kind of also newer fabrics. I bought that one in Florence, and I'm just going to show you here. I also put that in there. I'm out of my Italian emblems and the Italian ladies at the moment, which I just think they are really gorgeous things to add in because they're kind of decorated, but they're also kind of neutrally. They're not all florally, so they kind of have the function of the checks and the stripes, this type and that one as well, so they're a bit plainer. I even put some map in. My favorite thing to stitch through is actually the linen. It's really smooth and easy. It's wonderful. Mum loves it as well. I'm just going to move these things out of the way. So that's all just tacked down, and I'm going to start stitching that. And then I wanted to show you the back. So what I've done is I've overlapped, and now what I'm going to do here is just do a little whip stitch under there to hold that down, or I might even actually probably will Kantha down. I'll just see how it goes. And then this is obviously the join here. I did when sorry, let me come over here again. See how this is? I don't actually stitch any of this when I'm only going to Kantha right to the edge of, or almost to the edge of my base fabric, and this all stays loose, so that when I attach my next piece I have the choice of or going over it or also lifting it and putting something under it as well. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I can have one going up and one going down. So then over here where the join is, which is where you see these pieces that aren't stitched, for example here I feel like I need something else, and I might take something like that. In fact, I think I will, because I think I like the colour. Let me just see. I've got some scripty-doo. Oh, scissors. All my scissors are up there because the girls are cutting up fabrics for me. Let me see if I've got any other scissors that might cut. Yeah, I do. I've got my big whoppers. Oh, I'll probably cut my finger off as well. So I have this piece of... These ones are really annoying because, look, they don't go right down. Like, you have to really press really hard. I love them aesthetically, the look of them, but they are whoppers of scissors, and they're metal and they're heavy in my hands. Okay, so rubbish, put that over there. So I could have, you know, then something like that. So I'm gonna, because I noticed in Mum's that she had put in, I actually quite like the script. No, I think I wanted a bit of colour, so I think I might put that one there, and no, I think I'll have it more going over here, maybe there, like that. And what I will do is, and I can come back and do this at the end, or I can do it now. I'll just do this one now. I'm just going to do the quick tack to put that on, and there will be other places that I will decide to add things. That's it. So yeah, I didn't want, well, I'm sure it will be different when I've Kantha stitched it, but I don't want like that kind of strip down there, because I'll know that that is where I join them, and I'll probably come and put another piece up there or something like that. You don't, so just to do the tacking, I like to keep it flat on the table and just slide my needle through in big stitches without really lifting it up, because now that's going to be quite hard going through here, because this is a soft furnishing fabric, and then, well, that's a linen, but and then I've got the mattress ticking there, an old mattress ticking, which so it's all going to be a little bit thick to go through in a bits, but I will survive. So, oops, I've tangled myself. That doesn't matter, it's just holding it down until I stitch it. Sorry, a bit awkward going in that direction. And so, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so I've tacked that on. So with the other pieces, to tack it, I really made sure I went round all the edges, and that way nothing's going to be lifting, and it seems to hold. And then I just pull out the stitches when it's done. So that's the quilt. That's how it's looking at the moment. Really pleased with it. And I think the next one, I might even do the full strip. I don't know. But then I'm going to add another strip, and then I'll see if it's wide enough for the bed. And it's just going to have this lovely fabric on the back, and that's it stitched. It just gets a nice texture. You can see the little knots. I don't care about it. It's just a bedspread, and it's not going to go right to the floor. It's just going to sit on top of the bed, maybe just slightly over the edge, and it will have a binding here. I got a lot of questions. Is it raw edge? Yes, it is. This is Mum's here. I've had this for years, and look, the fraying is minimal. So the abundant stitches that you do, the large amount of stitching, and I'm very careful. I make sure I go over my edges. Like if I'm going this way on this patch, I'll make sure I put a stitch over, and then this one I'll change and go vertical, and I'll do a stitch right down there, so it's getting stitches everywhere, and keep on going like that. So that, I don't know if that helps. Okay, so that's the quilt. I also just have a whole lot of fabrics gathered in a big basket, and I'll just keep them there. They will repeat too. Most of these are sort of new. I repeated that one. I don't think that's repeated, no. But yeah, they will repeat some of them, and so that way it will make it a bit more consistent as a quilt. And then the other thing is, someone commented in my video, why didn't I keep, what a good idea if I were to keep a journal about the quilt. So what I thought I would do, I have this orange book. It's actually embossed. It's not my favorite color. It was broken there. I've just put some tape there, and look, it was already crooked too. It's crooked, doesn't matter. This was the original page, 1845. Imagine, it mustn't be the original cover. I can't imagine them having that bright color in 1845. And then I just put a piece of Florentine paper there. I'm going to put some pages in. Yep, this is like a rag paper that can go in. I'll have a variety of pages. I'll have quite a bit of rag paper in there, I think, because it, the stronger type. And I was thinking I will put little swatches of all of the fabrics that I use in there, and I might put some sort of label on there and say where it came from if I remember, like some I bought on our trip in France. And that's pretty much all I'll do. It's kind of be like a swatch book, but I need to do something on the cover. I don't really feel like I don't know, I would like to do a slow stitch piece, but actually I don't think I have so much time to do it. So I was wondering if I might put something like that on there. I quite liked that with the orange, but I do need to cover that bit up there, so I could go like this and then put something stitchy on there and a bit of lace. I'm thinking I'm going to go with that, and I can cover the whole back with this fabric, and then I would think I would have some ticking and that sort of thing. So, but I wouldn't do that until I put my pages in. So that's my thoughts with the Lulu quilt journal, let's call it. So if you'd like me to see me, if you'd like me, I can't speak. If you'd like to see me put that all together, just let me know in the comments and we can do that. So that was just a quick little update on the quilt. I know quite a lot of people were wanting to do one, so it's really easy, really simple. You just need a nice big table, or on the floor you'd have to do it if you don't have a big table to sort of put your pieces out and hold it all together. And then I do all the tacking while it's on the table without, I try not to lift it too much, so that, and I put my hands over the fabrics like this to make sure they flatten out, because sometimes they can lift and get a little tuck in them or something, and then it's a bit annoying when you're stitching. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.